Welcome to Shenington for round 5 of the 2021 Ultimate Karting Championship. It was just down the road from this very race circuit where back in 1642, one of the first battles of the English Civil War took place between the Roundheads of Oliver Cromwell and King Charles I's Cavaliers. Well, this weekend we're going to be seeing Roundheads of a different kind go into battle with more than 1 horsepower each, and hopefully they'll be making a few moves that, well, won't be too cavalier. And if you're still going to stay tuned after a pun-filled intro like that, then you're in for a treat, because the karting is going to be awesome. Last time out, we saw excitement and incident in almost equal measure as these young drivers pushed themselves and their karts to the limit, which sometimes means the clerk of the course gets kept very busy indeed. With this in mind, I caught up with our man in charge, Graeme Rose, earlier on to ask him about some of the flags and rules that these youngsters are going to have to get to grips with.
Well, my name is Graeme Rose. I'm clerk of the course for UKC. The clerk of the course role, foremost, is safety of the competitors.
The drivers, through driver briefing have to understand the flags, and this is through all of motorsport. Just talk us through perhaps, some of the more common flags that they're going to see when they're racing.
Flags are our only way of communicating with the competitors out on track. So they're very, very important to us. It's the only way we can do so. So the more usual flags, obviously a green flag, which is said you can race. A yellow flag, which is a caution flag, which is there's an incident ahead. So we want you to slow down because you don't know what's there and you don't know what's coming up. So slow down so that we can deal with the incident. It might just be something simple like moving a cart off, but it can also be much more serious. Then obviously there's things like a red flag. Red flag, something serious has happened and racing must stop. And we'll stop the race, deal with the incident. If possible, we'll get them going again. Maybe if it's late in the race, we'll call it because it's near the end, and then at 3/4 distance, we can call the end of the race anyway.
One flag that came out last time that I don't think appears anywhere else in motorsport, I'd certainly never seen it before, was what they call the Battenberg, the black and yellow one. If that's only in karting, what's it all about? What do the guys need to know about that one? The
Battenberg flag is essentially karting's equivalent of a safety car. We don't have a safety car. So we can't have everything form up behind the safety car and then go around the track until we deal with the incident. So we put the Battenberg flags out, the leader should slow down, everybody should then form up behind them in a single file and just carry on around the track until we allow them to race again. So we've neutralised the race, everybody's still in the same order, but it means that we can get going again quickly. We don't have to get them all to the grid and do something with them, sort them all out before we get going again.
Karting really should be something of a non-contact sport, but a little bit of contact is inevitable?
It is a non-contact sport. That's what it clearly states in the rules. So there will be contact. It's almost unavoidable, but it is to be avoided at all times. Racing is great for life. The kids learn a fantastic lesson here. And now I really want to help them along that journey and watch some really good racing, as well as obviously looking after their safety and the running of the race. It's foremost for me that they enjoy themselves as well.
Well, hopefully this weekend we'll only see some good clean racing, which is kicking off after the break with the Mini X30s. Before that though, let's just remind ourselves of all of the action and talking points from round 4 at Glannygores.
Here comes the move from Cahal Clark. He gets through bold as brass. through Devil's Elbow. You've got to control the balance of the kart through there. Kinghorn's lined it up perfectly into the final turn. She gets the move on Speakman, and now Lapsley had to hesitate there on the throttle. Up the inside from Lapsley. Oh, he's getting stuck in a little bit too aggressive in the end. That is a brilliant overtake on the inside in the final turn there as Gustav Isakov makes up another place, gets himself into 8th position now. He is rising back. What a squabble this is from the drivers further back. It's not just the leaders. Alex Carl is having a great wheel-to-wheel tussle there. It gets a little bit too close for comfort as Rhys Dudley is the one that gets spat out as he locks wheels with Alex Duncan. Shane Collins in the spoon hairpin. That's why we had yellow flags at the top of the hill. He looks very frustrated indeed. He was right up in the sharp end there.
That's some place made up, but he's going to have a 5-second front bearing penalty for that.
Kinghorn now lining up Kyle Clark. A big lunge. Perfect. Absolutely textbook. This is no ordinary race win for Dan Ginshot. He has just become Ultimate Karting Champion in Junior Road Tax. He cannot be overtaken now. Meadows having a look at Super GT up the top of Spoon. He's going to commit on the inside. Thank you very much, mate. That'll do nicely as Ollie Meadows gets past Super GT and then gives the push signal. That's Lewis Jones. So Jones has got off at Spoon. That's fantastic from Meadows. Excellent. No problem at all with that overtake, and that's going to put Ollie Meadows into 11th position. A switch up the inside from Hunter.
Contact.
Gilbert loses the back end, but manages to get the kart stopped.
Contact.
He dives through. Gilbert gets passed by Kai Hunter. And I'm afraid to say that, yes, Kai Hunter has been given a front fairing penalty. What a shame. So Lewis Gilbert will claim the win. Oh, that's Wolfitt going over the top of Bell. And Mulvaney and Brown have gone off in unison. Evie Davidson was collected as well. Hasty, of course, flying the flag for SFR Motorsport. Here comes Spearing on the inside, and there's enough space for Blanford to get there too.
Doing well to keep out of the way as well. Roxane keeping out of the way. He's got in the way of being Spearing, and Lucas Blanford's taken advantage. Great opportunist driving and getting him straight back. He's mid-Spearing.
Oh, that's a big one. Now that could be a red flag. Well, Alex Reid is out of the kart. Laughlin Johnston has come to a stop, and the kart is smoking. Oh dear, Alex Reid. He's in some discomfort. I'm not at all surprised. That could be. Oh, look at that sportsmanship.
That is great sportsmanship. I love to see that. Checker flags out, so it's finished under a Battenberg. Oh, contact in the background.
That should not be happening under Battenbergs.
No, it should not.
Oh,
they should be slowing down,
dear,
not even racing.
Dear. Well, that is White and Giblet Lee.
Marshall in the background's now waving a red flag, Jake. They brought a red flag out after the race is finished.
So that means that Lewis Islin is going to get the victory in front of Cole Denham from Spearing and Blandford.
Never seen that before.
Up the hill they go, and Taylor Orridge is our cameraman, but already there's going to be pressure from Eden Spanswick, and he's going to get some assistance from Finn Leslie. They both storm by. Up on the inside, Orridge goes for second, gets the move, and a little hesitation from Leslie. That's enough to bring Cocorella Yeomans in front. Not for long though. So nice exit from Leslie as he holds that inside line and manages to keep third position for the moment. Hobson commits. That is such a hard move to do.
Superb move by Jack Hobson there to go for.
Up the inside, there's Orridge and there's Leslie. Both getting through. Watch for Hobson as well. Can he make it three? Not quite. He had to hang back there. Trying to come through on the inside. Spanswick's going for Leslie. Oh no, they ended up tagging wheels. And Spanswick gets through in a second. So now I'm going to... Oh!
It's Cocorella Yeomans,
Cocorella Yeomans going off the road there. Here he goes. Inside line at Spoon. And he's in the lead. And Hobson's going to go for it as well. He's through in a second. really has to try and find the space on Hobson. He's there on the inside. Well committed from Taylor Orridge. Through Devil's Elbow. He's going to have to cover Big Style in the final corner. He defends. Orridge is going to get the switch out. Side by side. He's got him. I don't believe it. 0.048. Shades of Harley Keeble and Freddie Slater at Sarno in the European Championships earlier this year. Look at that. It's just a couple of inches. He's got him. And Taylor Orridge is going to take the victory. Connor Duncan is going to drop back to third, fourth, fifth if we're not careful. Is that Gabriel Stilp on the inside having got through? I think it is sixth.
Sixth place, Jake. That is a dreadful start for Connor Duncan. That's Leo Brown picked out in front of him on the Jack Dex racing machine up the inside.
Gabe Stilp up in front. Fourth position on the march. If we can get there on the inside, that'll do. This is becoming a signature move now for Connor Duncan. Look at the speed that Connor Duncan's able to carry. As Ben Doughty, is that going for the lead? He tries, and unfortunately that's going to cost him. Sam Shaw's going to get there instead. Doughty just a tiny bit hesitant, and that was enough to throw up momentum. Shaw going for the lead on Caudle from third to first in 2 corners.
The inside and another spot. Doughty drops one and Connor Duncan moves up one.
Oh, and this could be a chance for Brown. Brown gets there. He does make the move on Ben Doughty. Caudle maybe about to lose the place here. Duncan committed and in the inside line into second place. Shaw hanging on the inside line. Nudge. Inside line, there's the gap, that's enough, Shaw cutting across, and Duncan's going to have him.
Oh, and Shaw's going to drop back here to fourth, fifth maybe, down to fifth.
To the final couple of corners, it's going to be a tough one, but Duncan is going to take it. In the final turn, that's the move from Moody. Alex Moody on the Cato Motorsport car. What a move, Louis Johnston-Gould. Richard Williams clearly feeling very comfortable in the lead of this Senior X30 final. Teddy Pritchard Williams will take the checkered flag, and that means the world to him.
Join us after the break when our first race of the weekend will be the Mini X30s.